So, Sel, you're starting a new business, the
I
HR
am.
Linc.
Yes.
Really excited to hear about it. Tell us a bit about it.
Yes. Well, and it's the perfect time to talk about it because I decided that I was going to launch it at SHRM 2022 this year because this is where all the HR professionals come
Absolutely.
together. So the HR Linc is a membership community for the purpose to elevate HR professionals to have a valued seat at the table. I'm focusing specifically on HR departments of one, so HR people who are the only HR person in their business, in their workplace. And the reason is because one, What's Next has serviced small to medium businesses for the last 15 years, and so I know that small business space so well. We have all of the intellectual property in relation to HR in small business, and so that's a space I know, but also HR departments of one, it's very lonely for a start.
Very isolated.
Very isolated. And because, HR people don't have the best, rep. Like, people don't really want to hang out with HR people, which we're trying to change. But, they're very isolated. They're usually focused on the training and development of everybody else, and they're the last to be considered. And so I really felt that now, more important now than ever, workplaces have changed more than anything from this pandemic.
Absolutely.
And CEOs and business owners are looking to HR to really step up and guide them in how do we adjust, how do we adapt to these big changes in workplaces, and also just the changes generally of what people want now has just changed a lot.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so I wanted to make sure that there is opportunity, somewhere that these HR generalists can go where they can be educated on forward-thinking HR practices, but also understanding business, not just HR, because it's really, really important for a HR person to understand that they need to know the business that they're working in.
Yeah, well, that's been a huge theme here at SHRM.
It has, and then you apply your HR knowledge. The other thing is, because it's so isolated, I really wanted to create a community where those HR departments of one could come together and learn from each other, experiential peer learning, connection, sharing ideas, mentoring each other. And so the HR Linc has an incredible platform where everyone comes together to share news, ask questions, so that's fantastic. And then they get to meet in their links every month, as well as having webinars and Zooms and leaders and speakers talking to them about what's happening in the industry.
Yeah, great. So it's educational, business acumen, and a membership platform all together.
Community connection. And really, really focusing in. It's not so much about teaching them technical HR. It's more about understanding, how do you be an influencer?
Yep.
How do you understand business? How do you talk with your C-suite or your CEO and really understand what they need? Having confidence. We notice a lot of the time that people are lacking confidence to do that, and so the HR Linc is really supporting those soft skills that are incredibly important to be successful in HR.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's a space that is required. I don't think there's anything else out there that I've seen that does.
No, and I wanted to, the other reason for focusing in on the HR department of one, because that's the area that I know really well, but also here in the US, there's, I think SHRM has 330,000 members. So it's important to, choose a niche and really know what you're doing in that space in the US. And so that's the space I love, it's what I know, and they're the people who I really believe need the development, and they need that investment in them. So I'm really excited. We're launching in about a month with our first 4 links, and it's going to be great.
Fantastic. So, like the What's Next group, we see that it's hard to learn your HR skills when there's not other HR people around. And this looks like a way to sort of fast track that and learn that from others and other peers on a regular basis.
Exactly. And I remember when I was a HR department of one, And I really had to go out and find where I could learn. I had to get my own mentors, I had to go to HR networking events, and that's even harder now. And so this is going to provide them, everything
great.
that they need in one place.
Yeah, and from a CEO's perspective, they're going to get they're going to get some mentoring to their HR people to know how to serve them and how to support them as a C-suite.
Yes, we're actually going to be helping the CEOs assess the HR person's performance, because that often gets left, like everyone else is getting a performance review, but HR isn't.
Yep.
And so we're supporting the CEO to actually be able to do that. I'll just let these HR people are very chatty.
And unaware.
So we're making sure that we're supporting the CEO in how they should be assessing their HR person, and also inviting the CEO to some of our key speakers, so that where we're covering things that impact the business and HR, so that we're trying to really promote that connection between the CEO and the HR person.
Yeah, what a great initiative.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about this startup. I think it's the perfect time.
Yeah, congratulations. You're perfectly positioned to be successful in that space.
Thank you.